Welcome to this 30 minutes Mandala Yoga Flow. It will be a Vinyasa based Mandala practice, which means that we will be using the Sun Salutation from Surya Namaskar A as the base, but of course we will be building on that. My name is Anastasis Tzanis. I'm a yoga teacher based in North London, and I will be your teacher for today's class. Coming to a cross-legged seated position with a tall spine, shoulders down, close your eyes, empty your mind and prepare yourself for today's practice. If you want, you can dedicate your practice to someone that is close to you or to a purpose that is close to your heart. Allow your breath to soften. Allow the exhalation to get longer. On the inhalation, your belly is getting bigger and your chest is expanding. On the exhalation, both your belly and your chest are deflating. Slowly open your eyes and come up into standing. Come to the front of your mat and find a tall position. Feet hip distance apart and have your knees pointing forwards. Hands in front of your chest. Inhale, you extend your arms above your head. Exhale, you fold forward, you place your hands on the floor. Inhale, you straighten your back. And from here, you walk your feet back. Come into plank, you lower into chaturanga. You come into an upward facing dog. And you make your way into the first downward dog for today's class. Externally rotate your shoulders, elevate your scapula, and make sure you keep some grip on the floor from your fingers. From here, I would like you to bring your feet together and lift the left leg up. Left leg is pointing up towards the ceiling. You can micro bend if you want the right knee. You bring your shoulders above your wrists. And if you want, you can stay here. Otherwise, you bring your left knee towards your left elbow. Protract your scapula and take the left leg all the way back and up. We're going to do that 2 more times. Shoulders above your wrists, left knee towards the left elbow, holding again. Try to maintain nasal breathing, soft breathing, and the left leg goes all the way back and up. Last time, bring the left knee towards the left elbow. And this time you bring the left foot on the floor. Right heel on the floor and you make your way into Warrior One. Keep pressing the outside of the right foot on the floor, maintaining the left knee 90 degrees as much as possible. And to the extent that your flexibility allows you, your hips are square towards the front of the mat. From here you move into Warrior Two. Shoulder blades towards each other. From here, left elbow on the top of the left thigh, right arm up. Tailbone forward, navel in. Back into Warrior Two. Right hand on the back leg and the left arm over. Reverse Warrior. Back into Warrior Two. Now turn the toes of the left foot 45 degrees in and sink your hips next to the left heel in Cossack squat. If you need support for your hands on the floor, do that. You may want to have your heel off the floor as there might be some restriction on your left hip. From here you will shift, staying as low as possible to the opposite side. To the extent that you can, shoulders are above the hips and you're staying upright. Hands on either side of the right leg. And from here, you take the right leg back. I suggest you keep the right foot off the floor. Chaturanga, upward dog, the right foot stays off the floor. And downward facing dog, right leg goes all the way back and up. Both feet on the floor. And from here, you bring the forearms on the floor, making your way into dolphin. Shoulders back, try to maintain a straight line between the elbows, shoulders and hips. If you want, you can walk the feet towards your hands. I will give you some options for inversions later on in the practice, but for now I would like you to stay in dolphin, which is actually an inversion, but you will have the opportunity now that you are warming up your upper back muscles to perform more advanced inversions later on safely. If at any point you find that's challenging, you can come out and then get back into position. Walk the feet further back, straighten your elbows, making your way into downward dog, bend your knees, look towards your hands, jump or walk your feet forward. Straighten your back, release, head down. Inhale, come all the way up into standing, hands above the head, release, arms on either side of your body. Inhale, extend the arms above the head, navel in, exhale, fold, palms on the floor, head down, straighten your back, and from there you can jump or walk your feet back. Lower, chaturanga, upward facing dog, shoulders back and down, and push back into downward facing dog. Again, we're taking a moment here in downward dog, trying to find length for the lats here. A lot of the times people collapse in their shoulders, and as a result, they stay tight in their shoulder joints. Get the opportunity to open the shoulders into flexion while you're doing a downward facing dog. From here you will bring the shoulders above the wrist, and you can stay here or bring the right knee in the right elbow. Protracting the scapula as much as you can, and release. Take the foot back 2 more times, take the right knee on the right elbow, and release, take the foot back, last one, knee on the elbow, and release. You step the right foot on the floor, you bring the left heel on the floor, and you make your way into warrior one. From warrior one, you make your way into warrior two. Shoulders down, shoulder blades towards each other, navel in. From there, right forearm on top of the right thigh, left arm up, tailbone forward. Back into warrior two, reverse warrior. Try to stay low here with your hips. And back into warrior two. One more time, toes of the right foot turned in, toes of the left foot up towards the ceiling, and you lower yourself down into a Cossack squat. Hopefully this time you feel a little bit more comfortable to go lower, although adductors and hips may be stubborn for some people and may take a while to go quite low. From here, staying as low as possible, you shift to the opposite side. We are going to use this format to build on for the next sun salutation. For now, hands on either side of the left foot. Take both legs back. I suggest you keep the left foot off the floor. Chaturanga, upward dog. The left foot stays off the floor, and downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, you recover your breath from the nose, of course, and then you bring your forearms on the floor. Option 1, you stay in dolphin like we did before. Option 2, you turn the palms up towards the ceiling, thumbs going away from each other. You can always walk the feet towards your hands. Keep your breath soft. Chances are that some of us may feel a little bit of a restriction in our breath here, and that's absolutely fine. What's important is to keep the shoulders back and maintain slow breathing, and try to establish a rhythm in your breath. If the dolphins feel too much for you, you can always stay in downward dog, and of course you can always take breaks at any point you feel it's appropriate. Last few breaths here. And release, hands on the floor, straighten your elbows, bend your knees, look towards your hands, jump or walk your feet forward. Straighten your back, release, head down. Inhale, come all the way up reach up, palms together, release, arms on either side of your body. Inhale, extend your arms above your head, look up, exhale, fold, head down. Option 1, lift your chest, straighten your back. Option 2, come into crow. Either jump back if you're in Uttanasana or jump back from crow. Chaturanga, upward dog, and downward facing dog. From here, shoulders above the wrists and come into Vasisthasana, side plank on the left side. Try to ground the left foot on the floor. Tailbone forward, try to avoid arching. Option 1, stay where you are. Option 2, you bring the right foot on top of the left knee. Option 3, you get hold of the right big toe with the index and middle finger of the right hand. You step the right foot forward and come into Warrior 1. A regular Warrior 1, interlock your fingers behind your back and fold forward into Humble Warrior. From Humble Warrior, you stay folded forward, you bring the right arm behind your back, and if you want, you can just come here into right forearm on top of the right thigh. If you want, you can bind. If you decided to bind and you want, you can also straighten the right knee. And release. From there, bring the feet a bit closer to each other with both knees straight, left hand on the floor, right arm up, reverse Trikonasana. From here, you bring the left leg further back and you bring the left knee on the floor, coming into a low lunge position. I would like you to keep your hips low. I would like you to keep your shoulders above your hips and your ribs in. Hands can be on either side of the hips, and I would like you to lift your chest, and as you are staying with your center of mass low, as you keep contracting the left glute, you can look up, look back. Hands can come in front of your chest. Hands can extend towards the back. And release. From there, place the left hand on the floor and bring the back, coming back into Cossack squat, toes of the left foot off the floor, and you bring the right knee on the floor. From here, you will go into half box splits. You release, and from here you will turn more towards the left and bring the left knee next to, the right knee next to the left. With the right foot in hero pose, you will lean back. Have as much support as you need for your hands, and of course use a blocker if you find it difficult for your hips to come to the floor. There should be no pressure on the left knee here. From here, release. Use your hands to push yourself up, bend your left knee, and take the left leg all the way back and up. From here, with the left leg all the way back and up, you're opening your hips, keeping the left knee straight, bearing most of the weight on the right hand. You can bend the left knee and look over or under your right shoulder at your left foot. And release. Both feet on the floor. From here, option 1, stay in downward dog. Option 2, go into dolphin. Option 3, come into a forearm balance. I suggest for this first forearm balance of the class, those of you that are following along, you keep your body straight. Slow down your breath. You want to be comfortable to adjust your balance as you are in a forearm stand. Slowly from here, you come back down, you straighten your elbows, and you push back into downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look towards your hands, jump forward, come into fingertips, release, fold, head down. Inhale, come all the way up, reach up, palms together, exhale, release. One more time, inhale, extend your hands above your head. Exhale, release, fold, palms on the floor, head down. Straighten your back, either come into crow, and from there, jump back. Chaturanga, upward dog, and downward facing dog. From a downward facing dog, shoulders above your wrists, and you come into Vasisthasana on the right side. Option 1, like before, I remind you, I suggest you try to ground the right foot on the floor. Option 2, you bring the left foot on top of the right knee. Option 3, you get hold of the big toe of the left foot with the index and middle finger of the left hand. And you take the left leg up towards the ceiling. From there, you step the left foot forward and come into Warrior 1. You interlock your fingers behind your back and you fold forward into Humble Warrior. Two more breaths here. I suggest you stay low. Remember, you have the option of just going for the next pose here with the left forearm on top of the left thigh, or you can bind. If you're binding, you can also straighten the left knee. And you release. You bring your feet a bit closer to each other. You bring the right hand on the floor and the left arm up towards the ceiling. Reverse Trikonasana. And from here, you slide the right foot further back and make your way into a low lunge position. Settle as low as possible into the position. It is fine if you want to have your knee coming in front of your ankle. You're contracting the right glute, you're keeping your navel in. You can stay here or start expressing your spine extension, coming into a back bend. You can use your hands on the floor for support, or if you want, you can place your hands in front of your chest and slowly extend the arms behind you. From there, you can release. You turn towards the right and you bring the right knee on the floor. You slide the left foot further out, making your way into half middle splits. Few more breaths here. And slowly release, and you turn towards the right leg. The left knee comes next to the right. You roll the left calf out, and you sit next to the left heel. From here, you lean back. And some people will be able to go all the way with their back flat on the floor. And the release. From here, you use your hands to lift yourself up. You bend the right knee, and from here, you push back into a downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, like before, you can stay in downward dog, bring the forearms on the floor. If you want, you can turn the palms up, and from here, you can go into dolphin, into pinza. Again, I suggest for this pinza to stay with your body straight. You may find it easier to first go into pinza and then turn the palms up, but feel free to challenge yourself if you want to come up with the palms turned up. On my YouTube channel, there are many resources of how to get comfortable with pinza as well as progressions. I will tell you at the end of this class how you can learn more about inversions. Slowly come down and make your way back into a regular downward facing dog. From here, bend your knees, look towards your hands, jump or walk your feet forward, straighten your back, release, head down, bend your knees, inhale, come all the way up into standing, hands above the head, exhale, release. For the next part, I would like you to come in the middle of the mat and bring your feet together. And with the hands on top of the knees, I would like you to press your hands up. And then relax your inner thighs and press your knees down with your hands. We're going to do that 2 more times. Press your hands up with your knees. And release. Push your knees down. Last one. Press your hands up. And release. Send your knees down. From here, straddle your legs. Have your hands in front of you, provided you can maintain your spine straight. If your spine cannot stay straight with your hands in front of you, have your hands behind you and push yourself forward. If your hands are in front of you, drag the floor towards you. Lift your chest and slowly move forward. Try to walk your hands slowly towards the front, and it might help you to lift to one side and to the opposite side. And as you're moving from side to side, you may find that you're gaining some more flexibility. Let's move towards the right side, right armpit or elbow on the inside of the left thigh, and the arm goes over and release. And we are working towards the opposite side. And release. From here, I would like you to move a little bit more forward. So shift your body so that you go closer to your box splits. And from there, you can rest on the floor. Just for a couple of breaths. And slowly release. One more time, same thing we've done before. Now instead of having the hands on the knees, we're going to hold our big toe with the index and middle finger. Inhale and exhale. We're going to try to bring the head on our feet, our face on our feet. And slowly come all the way up. We're going to finish this sequence with Shavasana, but prior to going into Shavasana, I would like you to practice a breathing exercise with me. And for this exercise, I would like you to use your either right or left hand to close one nostril at a time. I would like you to rest the index and middle finger in the middle of your forehead, and the thumb and the ring finger will be closing one nostril at a time. We will be practicing Nadi Sodhana, which is a balanced breathing exercise. You will be start breathing from one side, exhaling from the other side, the second side, then inhaling from the second side and exhaling from the side that you've started. So let's close the eyes before we start, and you can be in a cross-legged position or kneeling, but not lying down. And from here, I would like you to follow your breath. And the moment you start following your breath, you may notice that the breath starts slowing down. Use this breathing awareness technique to reduce your heart rate as well. And now, place the index and middle finger in the middle of your forehead and close the left nostril and inhale from the right for a count of 3, 2, 1, and close both nostrils and hold for 3, 2, 1. Open the left, exhale for 3, 2, 1, and close both nostrils and hold for 3, 2, 1. Open the left, inhale for 3, 2, 1, and close both nostrils and hold for 3, 2, 1. Open the right, exhale for 3, 2, 1, and close both nostrils and hold for 3, 2, 1. Open the right, inhale for 3, 2, 1. Close both nostrils, hold for 3, 2, 1. Open the left, exhale for 3, 2, 1, and close both nostrils, hold for 3, 2, 1. Open the left, inhale for 3, 2, 1. Close both nostrils, hold for 3, 2, 1. Open the right, exhale for 3, 2, 1, and close both nostrils and hold for 3, 2, 1. 3 more rounds. Inhale from the right for 3, 2, 1. Close both nostrils, hold for 3, 2, 1. Open the left, exhale for 3, 2, 1, and close and hold for 3, 2, 1. Open the left, inhale for 3, 2, 1. Close and hold for 3, 2, 1. Open the right, exhale for 3, 2, 1, and close and hold for 3, 2, 1. Open the right, inhale for 3, 2, 1. Close and hold for 3, 2, 1. Open the left, exhale for 3, 2, 1. Close and hold for 3, 2, 1. Open, inhale for 3, 2, 1. Open, close and hold for 3, 2, 1. Open the right, exhale for 3, 2, 1. And close and hold for 3, 2, 1. Open the right, inhale for 3, 2, 1. Close and hold for 3, 2, 1. Open, exhale for 3, 2, 1. Close and hold for 3, 2, 1. Open, inhale from the left for 3, 2, 1. Close and hold for 3, 2, 1. Open, exhale for 3, 2, 1. And release. Go into your regular breathing. You can stay here and observe the state that your mind is and start practicing meditation, which I will guide you through, or just lie on your back. If you decide to go into Sivasana, have your hands next to your wrists, palms facing up. Make sure that there is no pressure at the back of your neck. If you're staying in a seated position, I suggest you maintain an upright posture, keeping your neck long. Think of a string pulling the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. Your belly is relaxed. Your shoulders are heavy, down. And you're observing your internal environment as well as your external environment. You're fully aware of what's going on around you as well as what's going on inside your body. Yet you stay as observant and you don't get preoccupied with any thoughts. If at any point thoughts arrive in your mind, you let them come and let them go and go back into meditation. Over the next couple of breaths, I would like you to bring back your attention to the purpose that you set in the beginning of the class. If you're lying down, start moving your fingers and your toes. Bend your knees, let the knees drop from side to side, and at your own time, come into a seated position. At your own time, you can also open your eyes. I would like to thank you for joining me today with your practice. And this is one mandala practice that we can perform on a single mat, which of course you can practice again if you enjoyed it, or if you think that parts of this practice you need to work on, you can do the whole practice again, as this will allow you to develop some of these elements. But I always encourage my students to isolate the exercises and the postures that they feel weak, whether it is backbends or inversions. And for that, I'm working with people directly to help them improve this specific aspect of their practice. This can be achieved in real-time classes, but also with programs that I'm providing. So feel free to reach out to me, but in the meantime, if you want to get a better idea about the exercises that I'm usually working with, you can check out my channel. Ultimately, the exercises need to be tailored to you. So when I'm putting out videos on my channel, I'm teaching the invisible average. You're not an average, you have strengths and weaknesses that require special attention. So I hope you will come back to this channel and practice more sequences. If you want sequences that you think you will enjoy, let me know and I will be producing them for you. And in the meantime, I hope you stay healthy and happy. My name is Anastasis Tzanis and I'm looking forward to see you soon.